who knows what will be possible. And we're going to have some really exciting fast starts here in the next couple days as well. The reason that your appointment looked like this is very simple. Let's say, for example, that I didn't tell you at all, right? But I walked up to you and I didn't tell you anything. I totally surprised you and I pushed you as hard as I could. Now, if I didn't tell you, I didn't warn you, I assume you'd probably fall down, okay? And that's what happens. We didn't talk about handling objections. We didn't talk about what you may face after you go, do you want to buy? All we said is, here's how you write the price on paper, here's how you follow the manual. And that's why this happens. We fall. Now, if I told you in advance, I'm going to walk up to you and I'm going to push you as hard as I can, you will probably change your stance, you'll brace yourself, and you will be ready. And when I push you, you may move backward a foot or two, but you're certainly not going to fall. And that is why after advanced training, our representatives are so much more effective with their presentations and have the skill and the ability to get an order on every single appointment that they do, because now you know what you will face on every appointment. I can literally count on one hand the amount of times that I've walked into a home, said, do you want the homemaker? And without any questions, the customer says, yes. In 7 years, I can only count on one hand the amount of times that's actually happened. And the reason for that is because people like to negotiate. People like to work better deals. How many times do you think a car dealer in his career has somebody walk on the lot and just go, without any negotiation or question, I'll take that car? Never. You would never do that either. You'd always try and work a better deal, wouldn't you? Yes? So if you didn't sell a homemaker, like if you didn't go, do you want the homemaker, and the customer goes, yes, then you're right on track. That's what should happen. You should face objections. Does that make sense? But see, now you know, and we're going to teach you exactly what to do. So let's get into how to handle objections, okay? Handle objections. The first thing I want you guys to understand is what is an objection and what is rejection, okay? What is an objection, and then what is rejection? An objection, okay? An objection is this. Gosh, I like Cutco, but ... insert reason. I want to get Cutco, but ... insert reason, right? One of those four things. You know what? The stuff's great, I like it, but ... insert reason. That's an objection. Does that make sense? So what are they telling you? Hey, look, I want the stuff, but... and whatever the reason is why they don't feel comfortable about it. Does that make sense? So if you handle that, and now they feel comfortable, what's going to happen? You're going to close. Does that make sense? Okay. Rejection is, you know what, Gerald Kelly, I hate you, I hate your family, I don't like you, you're trash, I'm never going to buy from you. That's rejection. Now, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say, nobody got rejected. Fair to say? Perfect. So, an objection is, I want to buy but. Does that make sense? So, when you have a customer who maybe gives you an objection, you shouldn't take it personally because they're not rejecting you. They're just saying, hey, look, I want the stuff. I just don't necessarily feel comfortable about it right at this very moment. Okay, you guys follow with me? Okay, so let's talk about what to do when you face an objection. All right, customer gives you an objection, at which point the first thing that you do is you say, no problem, I understand. No problem, I understand. Hey, you know what? No problem, I completely understand. Okay, let's talk about this for a second. Why this is such a key thing to say. Literally, if you miss this step, sometimes it's the make or break between making the sale. So this is a really key point. Let's talk about this here, okay? First and foremost, all right? The majority of our customers, folks, are women. The majority of our customers are women. We're either seeing wives alone or husbands and wives. But the one thing that never changes is the fact that we are always in front of a wife, a mom, a woman. You understand? Women are our customers. That's who we sell to. Now, one thing I've learned about women over the years is that all women just want to feel understood. That's it. They don't want me to try and fix their problems. They don't want me to try and tell them what I would have done in that situation. The only thing they want when they're facing a problem is for me to just understand how they feel and what they're going through. Now, ladies, is that pretty accurate? Sure. All women just want to feel understood. That's all. Okay? They don't want me to try and fix their problems. So if a woman is giving me a reason why she doesn't feel comfortable, an objection, the first thing I've got to let her know is, I understand how you feel. I'm with you. Ladies and gentlemen alike, aren't you more willing to listen to advice, to take to take mentorship from somebody that you feel really knows you, really understands you as a person, knows where you're coming from? Yes or no? Sure. So before we can offer them a solution, before we can try and help them feel comfortable, the first thing we've got to do is let them know, I understand what you're going through, I understand how you feel, I'm with you. And once they see that, the defense walls now go down. You understand? And everything that we say in the future goes through, and they're listening because they feel understood. All a customer wants is to feel understood. That's it. Okay? That's all they do. Listen to this. Let's say that you got in a fight with your boyfriend or girlfriend, right? Or your mom or your dad. What happens? One person starts yelling really loud. Well, what usually happens? The other person yells a little louder, right? And then they yell a little louder and a little louder. Until both people are yelling and you can't even hear each other. The next time that you get in a fight with your mom or dad or boyfriend or girlfriend, the second they start yelling at you, just go, hey, you know what? I understand exactly what you're saying. I understand exactly how you feel. What do you think that person who's yelling will do when they hear that?
Calm down.
Calm down, stop yelling, right? Why? Defense walls go down. Does that make sense? Because you are understanding what they're feeling. So I share that with you because this is a key phrase. The second you get an objection, you say, no problem, I completely understand. At which point, then, we will offer the customer a solution that we feel will help them feel comfortable. Okay? Let me share an example with you. Alright? Let me share an example with you. Let's say my friend, one of my best friends, comes up to me and says, you know, Danny, I gotta tell you, I'm not feeling so good about tomorrow. I'm really stressed. I don't know how I'm gonna make it all happen. I'm nervous. I mean, I'm dreading tomorrow. Look, I have so much to do. I can't even comprehend how I'm gonna make it all happen. And I'm freaking out here. I've got to, walk my dog. I got to study for a test. I got to write a paper. I got to go to school. I got to drive in between. I got to hang out with my boyfriend. And I don't know how I'm going to make it all fit in. We've all had friends that have stressed out before, right? So the first thing I'd say is I'd go, hey, no problem. I understand exactly how you feel. I've been stressed out before. I've had days when I didn't know how it'd work. I can totally relate with what you're saying. Now, let me just share something with you. Right? So we did this. Now I'm here. So I go, let me just share something with you. What if you got up an hour earlier and you took your dog for a walk then? And then when you went to school, let's say that on your drive time, you were talking with your boyfriend, so he felt like he was getting a little extra time from you. And then when you got to school, instead of driving right home or doing what you usually do, why don't you go to the library and write your paper? And then on your drive home, talk to your boyfriend so he feels like he's getting double time from you. and then study at night, and then tell your boyfriend to come over, and he's getting 3 times with you tomorrow. Do you feel like you could fit it all in that way? Do you guys see that? Yes or no? Okay? Do you feel a little better about tomorrow? Do you see how you fit it all in? Yes? Okay? So look, I'm telling you right now, folks, the objection cycle is not just about Cutco. You should use the objection cycle in every aspect of your life. You understand? Because we are constantly closing. Remember, closing is just